Guys, coming a brand new Black Zombies video for you today. I'm just like knocking my head off my head doing that, but oh well. Today what we have for you is a Gorod Krovi trailer breakdown, as it is now just around the corner, 5 days away I believe. Yes, it will be 5 because today is Thursday. 5 days until this. I've just got a few images up that we're going to show you. We started off with that dragon intro scene, pretty much like telling us that the dragon is definitely going to be this. Then we go to this fountain with like the Russian children like singing and playing. If you look at that scarf would be red, and if you remember in Origins we got a red scarf. So this map was actually hinted all the way back from Origins. After that we have an image of Belinsky Square. Now this could mean that Nikolai Belinsky in his current form, like Nikolai 1.0, is famous, or maybe in some alternate universe is famous and a square named after him, or he could already be dead, or it could just be some other relative like of Nikolai that's named after him. Here we go to this like power room in here with like the big red ball. A lot of people have said maybe Nikolai's trapped in there, but I think maybe Gersh could have something to do with that. We do see this power room. This gives a very Dreisendracker-y feel about this whole place, especially like if you think of the comms room in Dreisendracker, then it kind of reminds me a lot of that place. After that we get a nice overview of the whole map. And if you actually look, I will circle it in the editing. If you look where it's circled now, there is an Origin staff poking out. Could mean anything, leave it open to interpretation. Signs up there, don't know what you'd say in full, but I feel like that's going to be like a kind of good area, like the central area of the map. After that we actually see that the zombies have red eyes. And you think back, what other map had zombies with red eyes? That's right, it was a Mob of the Dead that last had zombies with red eyes, and that was because they were possessed by the devil. So in this map the zombies, maybe the Mob of the Dead zombies as well. So maybe there's a link there between this universe and the Mob of the Dead universe. Here we see, like, I like to call him Panzer Brutus. It's like the Panzer and Brutus made a baby and this is what came out. You see here this massive like double sickle on his hand. That's going to be, I think, the equivalent to the flamethrower of the Panzer that'll like get you at short range. And you can see he also has red eyes, so I think he's like one of the like fighters in the war. You can also see here that it's right in the corner, you can see a second one of these, so it can be more than one of them at a time. And you also see like a big hand cannon thing that's going to be a lot like the liquid divinium explosive launcher. But the main thing here is the mounted MG42. I'm so excited to have this come back. Don't know if it's going to be just in mounted form. I think it will be, but it could be in other forms. This is just a really cool image to show like all off about the map. We see like the whole fire here with the dragon burning them. I am hoping for a perk that will like resist fire or like reduce timing fire. It'll be interesting to see how the whole dragon system works, whether it's like a random event or like a timed event, or you activate it or you don't. Another nice shot of like the whole main courtyard here. Here you do actually see a fountain in the middle, and I think the main middle bit may be like quite a good place for it. And you actually look here and they've got power cables. So it makes you think what time it's actually. It's got to be in a time that they actually had power cables. I don't know whether they had them in Stalingrad War, or whether they were after or what. I'm not 100% sure on the history of that. We will wait and see. Nice big Russian Gorod Krovi sign with the Origins robot in the back, so there's definitely massive Origins links here. Maybe they came in a robot, the robot died again, and we have to like go in a dragon. Maybe it's something to do with it. Here you see, I believe that's a Drakon, but it may even be a new gun that Richtofen has in his hands. We do have the actual original traps back again. Like the whole like lightning comes from above the traps on the giant. We have them like really old traps back, so they're not going too far off with that, not going for like some mad insane traps. Which makes me think like maybe the dragon won't be a kind of trap. Maybe they'll stick to the original traps and the dragon will be some kind of other event. Here's just a zombie looking really cool coming in. I feel like they've really nailed the art with this. It just looks amazing. It probably won't look this good in the actual game. This was like a cinematic trailer. It'll probably look like slightly worse. But here we have the return of Exo Zombies and the electric shocking zombies. Oh my god. Exo Zombies is back is all I can say about this image. Blue eyes, electric, kaboom. Looks like he's been burnt to death or electrocuted to death and all his skins come off. Just please don't turn this into Exo Zombies with loads of different types of zombies. I hope they have their own single special round. Just please don't do it to a Treyarch. No Exo Zombies, thank you. Here we have the Gobblegum machine back, just with eating a coagulant. Nothing really too special there, just confirming that the Gobblegums will be back in. It'll just be cool to see what the new Gobblegums we actually get are, as I feel like most of it's been explored now. I've got some real abstract stuff there. And here we see as the dragon is about to breathe fire down onto the camera. I think it's a group of zombies at this point in the trailer. But you can just see the scale of these dragons. I wonder if they're going to be in-game as you play, or if they're just going to be like cutscenes and like Easter egg parts. There you can see the dragon burning it all. You can see this fountain in the middle. You can see loads of dead zombies about. You can see, if you look to the right here, a kind of propaganda poster, which makes me think this was going on in the time of the Stalingrad War. I like they've circled it, but above the barbed wire on the right hand side, there is this poster that looks a lot like Russian propaganda. The zombies being burnt here, so it's obvious that the zombies can be burnt. It'll be interesting to see if the player can be burnt, or if it's just going to be the zombies. That'll be very good to find out. Like, are you going to be resistant to this? Are you going to trigger it behind you? Is the dragon just going to randomly come and burn areas? The map is going to be like the Origins robot foot, like where you get like a light flash and then the robot steps there. Is it going to have a light flash and the dragon breathes fire there? And you just look here at the amount of detail on this dragon. I don't think they can do this in-game. I think it's going to have to be a cutscene thing only, or if it is, it's going to be like very small parts of it. It'll have dragons in, not too much whatsoever at all. Here we have Panzer Brutus firing his massive cannon. It looks like a kind of laser beam kind of thing, gun turret. We also see this like really cool thing on his back that seems like some kind of breathing gear. So it could actually be underwater parts of this map as well. And he might have been one of like submarine guys that like went underwater and like did stuff there. Here we see dragons actually flying over with our characters. So this may be kind of cool. This is coming out of Belinsky Square, as you can see, with a train at the top right there. But dragons are flying over our characters, so maybe we will have them in-game, thinking about it. But then we get these flying things from Shadows of Evil back in robot form. They're going to fire at you just like the other flying things spat at you with a red light on the front to detect you. Basically just robot versions of them. And if you see on the side there is a Group 935. This isn't the best image for that, but it's the one I have. But there's a Group 935 and it's obviously made by Group 935. Here you can actually see in the top there are two lights shining. One is for the mystery box and one is a green light. Remember that green light, we'll come back to the green light later on. But here you're seeing it's when they get shot, they seem to have like you have to shoot them twice and they like start smoking and then go down. And here with this dragon shield, the shield itself, if you just look at it, amazing with the teeth and everything in it, that just looks perfect. And actually the ability to fire this kind of green stuff, it's kind of like Dragon's Breath, but not in the same way. It's kind of like you manipulating the Dragon's Breath. You can see the Argus on the wall again. You can see the shield from the front there, looks absolutely insane. But I just hope they don't put the Pharaoh on the wall again. Just please, Treyarch, why would you put a gun as bad as the Pharaoh? Even if it's only for 700 points. The Pharaoh is probably worse than the RK5, I would say. And it's for 200 points more. Why would you ever buy it? What's the point? Here we see a massive flinger trap. If you remember the Trampelstein, not the Stampletreme. The Stampletreme from Buried. It's like a massive version of that that's going to fling zombies. Maybe you have to like buy it to activate it, and then it like goes off after a certain amount of time, and then like just every so often. Or maybe, probably actually that thing on the wall there was the activator for it. And here we have Explosive NX Shadow Claws. This is where this new perk theory comes in. Resistant to fire damage, resistant to explosive damage. PhD Flopper 2.0. Because if these are explosive and it's kind of close range, and he isn't taking damage, there must be some resistance to explosive damage. Then this is the green light thing. This is where the big green light was coming down from. This looks to me, it's like another new monkey bomb. I feel it's too much, but you can see the Ray Gun Mark 3 or the Wave Gun Mark 2, or I call it the Rave Gun, being fired behind there. It looks like kind of a mixture of both. But all the zombies seem attracted to it and get like brought into there. Here we have just a picture of the FFAR in the box. The FFAR is definitely coming back. The Ray Gun Mark 3 is definitely going to be in it. NX Shadow Claws are in. I would like to see maybe the new Sniper in just to add a bit more variance. That could be kind of cool to get it. And here we have the almighty PPSH. The Papush is finally back. We've been waiting at this all the time since they took it out after the end of World at War. The Papush is finally back, everyone. Yes, cannot wait to use this. As soon as I get the opportunity to use this, I'm just going to get it and play all night with it. Here we have them being actually able to ride the dragons. There's actually multiple dragons at once. So maybe like out of the 3 eggs, 3 of them hatch. And one of them is going to be like the main we can ride. And 2 of them are just like kind of around cinematically. Or maybe they all like rotate around and you like grab on and move to the next location. A bit like the lunar landers in Ascension. But maybe they are just like kind of intro cutscene things. And then they're just kind of there to use as traps. I feel like a kind of movement system would kind of be cool. Because this does look like an absolutely huge map. So maybe like 3 different locations would be good to use in it if you really wanted. You have to pay like 500 points to move, a bit like the Wonder Sphere was easy, but I hope it doesn't take too long. Because it'll be cool the first few times if it's a long time, but then after that you just can get really bored of going over it, taking like 10 seconds to move from one side to the other every single time. You might as well just run it for that time, because you like fly up, you fly across, you fly down this whole big cinematic scene. Don't really want that. Here we have a really cool image of the dragon breathing fire into here. But that looks just absolutely insane. I hope you enjoy this like kind of quick breakdown of the whole trailer. Just covered the main points. I'm so excited for DLC 3. PPSH finally coming back. Rave Gun is just absolutely amazing. I cannot wait. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit a like on this video if you are hyped. I will be bringing content. I will streaming Tuesday night through streaming Tuesday, streaming Wednesday. Guys coming. Thanks for watching, guys.